Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for C Plus Studios and a Paper Saber universe. Oh my goodness, AEW Dynamite. Let's just jump right on in real quick, all right? In Winnipeg, what a show. Oh my goodness. From top to bottom, we start off with the re-bar mitzvah of MJF. Such awesomeness. It comes out balloons, streamers, women. You know, now he's newly single because his fiance left him. But, you know, he said that last week. Was it last week or the week before? I believe the week prior. But, man, talk about opening the show and talk about a show that once this show starts, it just goes. I couldn't believe it. Like, we got done with this. We got through the next match. I was like, oh, shit. But now who's next for MJF? Who's going to be the one to take him on at Double or Nothing for that AEW World Championship? Or will we see a championship match sooner? So after, you know, they got him in the chair and everything like that. MJF cut a great promo. He's got glasses on, you know, looking great. And Jungle Boy comes out. I was like, oh, Jungle Boy. Jack Perry, okay. I see you. Not only is this individual like, hey, I'm going after a singles title. Not only is he like, I'm going after the international championship, I'm going after the TV. He just skips straight to it and says, I want the AEW championship. But during this, Sammy Guevara comes out. Then Darby Allin, the Pinnacles is being called online. All of them standing in the ring, and they want a shot at MJF. And during all this, MJF puts on this hat. It gets revealed he has black eyes. Looks like shit, but they all tell their story. All these jabs with the mic. Everyone's saying MJF was handed everything and blah, 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 blah. We've heard it all before. Sammy, I worked Subway, I've worked jobs, you know, blah, blah. Keeping the same heat. That's what I liked about this. Is even though Sammy was out there and he wants a shot at that title, he still kept the heat on himself. And he's like, in dumb Canada. I was like, good. I don't want to see a babyface Sammy. Like, you know, you're with the JAS and you got a big match later on tonight. But I think out of these three, realistically, they're probably going to have like a number one contenders match of who's going to face MJF. And after looking at him, I was like, Jungle Boy, nah. Sammy, nah. Darby Allin, you know, they had that's where I am leaning towards, and I'd rather see that. They've tied up before, and I want to see them do it again. You know, I'm guessing that's what's going to happen next week on Dynamite. You know, triple threat. Who's gonna, you know, winner faces MJF. So I don't know if it's going to happen at Double or Nothing or it's going to happen the next week or the next week after that. But I really want to see MJF and Darby Allin tear it up. All out brawl, you know, with each other. After MJF pushed Jungle Boy's face. Jungle Boy attacks. Great spot into the cake. The cake is gone. And there's such a great line, hokey pokey, you know, hokey pokey bullshit. I like what MJF says. He says, not only, you know, when you have a bar mitzvah and you're 13, you become a man. And with my re-bar mitzvah, I am Iron Man. I was like, oh yeah, baby. But MJF taking the great, you know, so great on the mic, taking the jabs at Brett, saying like, oh, you all think Brett's good? I think Sean's better. Awesome. But that poor cake. That cake did not deserve to get what it got. MJF all over it. You know, but he goes a running, and we have Jungle Boy, Sammy, and Darby in the ring. Like I said, I'm leaning more towards Darby than anything. Jericho, though, they showed now moving on. Going on backstage. Jericho has got his own street now in Canada. You know, he's up there, he's doing the rounds and stuff like that. He's being honored here and there. And good for him. Good for him. You know, that's freaking awesome, man. And getting, you know, Jericho is Jericho, man. Like, you know, legend upon of legends, man. And being in Winnipeg, it was due. Jericho got his own street. Now he can brag about that too, with the JAS and everybody. But this match right here, Hangman Adam Page with Dark Order versus the Blackpool Combat Club, Yuta, Mox, Claudio. Oh, this match was so good. And I got to say, the highlight of this match was Stu Grayson, man. He was all over the place for the Dark Order, going around, you know. And this feud ain't over, and as we're going down to it at the end of the show, this feud is not over. These two go at it like crazy. Blackpool Combat Club for the win. But Mox is choking out Stu. Evil Uno comes out. Then the beatdown. Then Hangman Page got knocked out with a ring bell earlier in the match, so he was out of the match the whole time. But man, I gotta give it up to Stu Grayson, man, for being a highlight of this match. This was awesome. Awesome. Fucking awesome. I really did enjoy this match, and I was just like, and when I got to this point, I was like, man, we're like 40 some odd minutes in, you know? Oh God, almost half the show's over. What's going on? We had the Ricky Starks and the Juice Robinson package. Juice speaks. He's like, yo, you know, Ricky, everyone keeps asking why. There's no matter of why. Juice is gonna come for you. Juice is going to get you because he's Juice Robinson. And I was like, ooh, I like where this is going. I like the fact that we're going to have a Ricky Starks versus Juice Robinson match. I like it. I like it a lot. And they announced June 25th, Forbidden Door. Lots of stuff coming up, man. We got Double or Nothing, May 28th. We got Forbidden Door, June 25th. We have the new that new TV show, AEW All Access, March 29th. And on this Rampage, it's the St. Patrick Day Slam. So St. Patty's Day, folks. There's so much going on, and I'm loving every single minute of it. I know I've been critical about the name Forbidden Door. I honestly still kind of think that's a dumb name for a pay-per-view. But at this point, tomato, just enjoy the show, KMB. Just have fun, and that's what I have been doing. And you know, I got a little shout out from somebody who's like, yo, man, that's really cool that you take notes. And, you know, for these shows, because I showed them off. It should be on TikTok, wherever I showed off the nWp notes. And I did it at, you know, just a real quick sidetrack. I didn't at first. It was all from memory, but my memory is shit. So even though I watch the show, I enjoy the show and this and that, there's some NWPs that I kind of cringe at because they're not fully invested into what the show was telling us or what we're getting from the show. So when I started taking notes, made it so much easier and kept my brain on track, because sometimes I would just go off in these directions and stuff like that, like I am right now. And I have notes in front of me. So, but yeah, I do take notes. And honestly, this person that asked, it's very therapeutic. I look forward to taking notes. I look forward to watching wrestling. I look forward to talking to y'all about a show. And, you know, now that I've added a Ring of Honor into this is like every day this is good for my soul. This is good for my mental health. And with recent things that have been going on, this is just good for me in general. So I'm hoping y'all are enjoying the New World podcast as they're coming out fast and rapid. And don't worry, a Sexy Ninja Cast is on the way. I'm already writing out that podcast. But here, let's continue. Let's continue. Don't get off track, big boy. Don't get off track. The TBS Championship is on the line. Jade Cargill put out an open challenge to anybody from Canada. She comes out with Layla Gray. And she didn't really answer the call. She was already in the ring. Nicole Matthews gets beat down. Jade wins. Renee comes and tries to do an interview. Jade's like, what does Canada got? What does Canada have? Oh, Renee, you're Canadian. Renee's like, hey, fuck off. I just interview people and have a podcast. So, but she goes on, it's like, who wants to take on Jade? Who's going to take out this big, incredible, undefeated streak she has created? I'll tell you who. Taya Valkyrie. Taya Valkyrie comes out and sending a message. She wants that TBS championship. Is this something for real? A real threat to Jade? We shall see. And Taya's going to make her debut on Rampage this Friday. Can't wait. Tony Schiavone backstage with Ricky Starks. And Ricky... you son of a bitch. Ricky, I love you. No, he takes a nice little jab at Juice when he's like, Bullet Club? That's so 2015. That's the way that came off. He's like, but he doesn't care because Ricky Starks is going to show you why he is Ricky Starks. And once more, I just can't wait. Juice, Starks, bring it on. QTV. They show who broke into the car, stole Wardlow's what do you call it? It's his championship, the TNT championship, and Hobbs is there. Everyone's making Q's there. QT Marshall, everything. That I don't care. This is the only part of the show I was like, I just don't care. I like Wardlow, but I just don't care for this whole feud or whatever you want to call it. I think Wardlow deserves a little bit better, in my opinion. Now, the AEW sorry. Getting it from the producer. The AEW International Championship, Orange Cassidy versus Jeff Jarrett. I watch these matches I watch these shows afterwards. I put them on the DVR so I can pause, write my notes, and this and that. And I was scrolling through Twitter, and all of a sudden I just saw new, and it had Jeff Jarrett's thing on it. I was like, oh fuck, I just ruined this match for myself. God damn it. That wasn't the case. But this was a really, really good match. Orange Cassidy's being built stronger and stronger and stronger. Eventually, I hope to see him go for the AEW World Championship once and for all, or all for none. I don't know what that means. I just pulled that one out of my ass. But yeah, Jeff Jarrett looking good, even though I don't care for Jeff, but he did make Orange Cassidy shine. There's a lot of things going on outside the ring. Sanjay, Singh, Jay Lethal comes out with the Oscar, punches him, but then Trent comes, attacks Lethal. So a lot of stuff going on, and I was like, man, here it comes. Jeff's gonna get it. And every moment I thought that, nope. Then Orange Cassidy won. I was like, oh, thank God. Thank goodness. That did not happen. I was like, I probably would have pulled out my hair if Jeff Jarrett won the International Championship. So, good on Orange Cassidy. Shockmaster was in the crowd, baby. All right. There was a ref bump. Then Aubrey had to come out for the save. And then Jeff had to almost try to be like, I'm going to backhand her. I'm like, whoa, man, what's going on? Like I said, with this match, fun, crazy match, but a lot of stuff going on the outside and with the refs and everything like that. All right. Now, the Outcasts, or AKA the Flannel Sisters. I prefer the Flannel Sisters, but the Outcasts, hint of the Outsiders, being real with it, telling the truth, making the shoot, And there's one thing out of this I liked. I didn't care for Saraya, I didn't care for Ruby, whatever. I cared for Tony more than anything out of this. She said, look, we came in, we did what we do. I wasn't even really a champion. I was an interim champion. And I made arguments about this before because I hated that fucking word. When Toni Storm won the title, then they just kept having that little thing in front of me. I was like, man, we need to get back to this. And when Tony brought it up, I was like, thank you. Interim champion. I hated that shit. Now when I hear that word, it triggers me, folks. It triggers me. Then I go on to a whole rant and people are like, big head boy, what the hell you doing? I'm like, man, come on. It's like, I'm an interim podcast. What the fuck does that mean? Get out of here. Okay, but I'm glad that Tony addressed that. Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker come out, for the attack. They get beat down. Then Riho, Sky Blue, Willow Nightingale, they all come out showing like, hey, it's us against you, the Outcasts, or AKA the Flannel Sisters. You don't mess with homegrown, all elite talent. So this is going to be a war. And I'm thinking we're not going to see a women's championship here soon. We're going to see a big, the Outcasts versus the Originals. I'm not coming. Wow, that sounded bad. No, I'm thinking this is, oh my God. All right. I'm thinking this is where we're going. It's a big war, the Originals versus the Outcasts. Now that I got that out and embarrassed myself, apologies. I can't wait though. I keep saying I can't wait because it's one of those things I can't. Like, I now that wrestling's like every single day for me and I'm watching it like constantly, it's like every single day I'm like, oh my God, like it's like an itch. I'm like, oh, is it Wednesday yet? Is it Friday yet? Is it Monday? Now is it Thursday? Soon to be Tuesdays. And then pay-per-views are coming. I'm like, WrestleMania's around the corner. My what do you call it? My circuits are all over the place. Okay, get back on track. Angelo Parker, Daddy Magic, talking about his nipples, talking about the Acclaim, says, yo, the JAS loves rap music. Did I touch on that? I don't think I did. Well, the Acclaim had a little bit of a package. It was a music video of them going around, signing, kissing babies, signing his autographs, taking pictures and all that stuff. But now fast forward to Angelo Parker and Daddy Magic working that, like, you guys are sports entertainers, calling out the Acclaim. So we're still building that storyline right there with them. We're going to see where that goes. No guns tonight. No tag champs in the house, but that's okay. I don't think this show really needed that. And then Powerhouse Hobbs put an open challenge out there for his championship. And who answered? Ray Phoenix. Or Phoenix. Whatever they want to call it. Like, it's all over the place on the show when they call it, when he's out there, when Ray's there. But he says, I'm going to take you on at Rampage this Friday. Now, meats, potatoes, AEW World Trios Championship match. The Elite versus almost said the Juggalo. I keep doing this. The JAS versus the House of Black, the current champs. And my goodness, Jericho's dad was in the crowd. That was awesome. I was just like, oh, okay, that's cool, man. And Don Callis on commentary, you couldn't go wrong. And this match delivered. They gave him almost a good 30 minutes on this. Everyone came out there. Great Kenny and Jericho tease. Jericho and Kenny teaming up a little bit, And it was just an all-out, just spots. I'm like, oh, my gosh, shit, Such a good end to such a good show. My wife's like, what's wrong? I was like, this is awesome. Look at them. Oh my God, Kenny and Jericho. Oh my God, Brody being a monster, super kick party. It had everything and anything to tickle my wrestling itch, and it tickled it fancy as well, like a feather duster right on my butthole. I was like, give me it all. Give me this Trios Championship match, and it did deliver on all levels. But the inevitable House of Black won. I was one of those ones screaming at the TV, fight forever, fight forever. And my wife's like, I'm going to fight you if you don't shut the fuck up because you're being too loud. But no, great into a match. And even better, during the match, they cut to Dark Order, Blackpool Combat Club fighting backstage. I was like, I wonder what's going to happen there. Because then after the match, Jack Hader came out. He comes out, he starts attacking the house. Then the house started attacking. And then all of a sudden, here comes Blackpool Combat Club. Here comes Dark Order. Here comes Hangman Adam Page. And it all comes down to Hangman getting in the ring. And he's standing there like, let's do this. This is where I got emotionally invested because right when he's standing there, Blackpool Combat Club's Moxley, Yuta, Claudio, stand up. You got Hangman Page in the middle. He's like, I'm ready to fight. Let's do this, you sons of bitches. Cowboy shit. But the Elite come in right behind him. And right there, goosebumps, folks, goosebumps. I was like, oh, and Hangman didn't see them yet until he turned around, but that's good television. And the Blackpool Combat Club go out. Hangman and Adam Page looking confused. Then he turns around, and then you just got that great shot of Hangman and the Elite standing there in the ring. What? Where do we go from there? Me likey. Because this goes deep to the beginnings, to the roots of all Elite wrestling. It brought me back to when the midnight hour struck and they all put their phones together to show all Elite wrestling. Was it Double or Nothing? I think it was Double or Nothing. Like I remember just the all Elite reveal. And it brought me back to that good times because I was just like, oh, Hangman, the Elite, and then it ended. I was like, whew. It was like a suplex of orgasms for me, man. I was like, oh my God. And at the end, I was like, I'm spent. All right. And then I still got Ring of Honor here coming up. I'm giddy. I'm giddy, folks. So I give this show a solid 5 out of 5. I had a damn good time. So tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Drop them below. Tell me what you thought of the show. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you hate what I talk about? Just drop those comments. Also, do a review. Review for the C Plus Studios, baby. C Plus Studios is a network of awesome podcasts, including the New World Podcast and the Sexy Ninja Cast. And we have an archive now of such great of awesomeness. If you want to check it out, YouTube, Twitch. We're on all the social medias you could think of. Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. What else are we on? We're on everything. Instagram. Follow us over here at C Plus Studios. Show us some love. Go get yourself some merch with the links in the bio. Get yourself a New World Podcast shirt. New designs coming, especially for the New World Podcast and the Sexy Ninja Cast. KMB, the Sexy Ninja, with all his fandoms and all his passions, and I want to share it with y'all under the roof of C Plus Studios. Okay? Thank y'all for joining us, or joining me every time with these podcasts, and I love it. Join us on TikTok. We have a lot of fun there. Happy 316 day. Oh, hell yeah. Get yourself a couple brewskis, maybe some Broken Skull, American Lager, IPA, and slam them sons of bitches. Yeah. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Thank you. Thank you again. Like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And remember, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
And now Darby Allin and Sammy going at it.
Well, neither four of these men like each other. I can tell you that right now.